Okay. A lot of people, sometimes I think like, okay, people get banned on Twitter, people get banned on YouTube and stuff like that. But like even now during calls, people are getting banned on our Discord, and there's a bunch more that are about to get banned. It's crazy what people are able to do. Let's go next to SD from Dallas, Texas. You're on the air.
Hello, David. How are you?
I am doing well.
What a pleasure.
The pleasure
Okay.
is all
I didn't
mine.
expect this, honestly. So, hello, Jilly. So, on yesterday's show, you covered these massive protests, like these unprecedented protests going on in Cuba. And I know they're multifaceted, like there may not be like a single thing everyone's pointing to that everyone puts the blame, but a lot of our Cuban American friends, and especially in the greater Miami area, have raised the call for intervention of some sorts.
Yep.
What, if any, kind of intervention would you support?
So so one of the people is actually the mayor of Miami who did that, whose father was also the first Cuban American mayor of Miami. They're talking about military intervention. So I'm completely opposed to military intervention. I think basically what needs to happen in Cuba is, oh, what do you got, a dog there?
No, I'm walking
Oh, I
right
thought
now.
that
So
was sounded
cars
like
are.
sounded like a dog bark. Sorry. My preference would be as someone, so just for context, I'm an anti-authoritarian progressive. So of course I'm against the Cuban regime. Fidel Castro coming to power in 1959, remaining in power until 2008, then handing power to his brother, right? There's nothing progressive about that. As a progressive, I have to be against that. I'm also against the American embargo of Cuba. And I think that primarily really hurts the Cuban people. It's not gotten Cuba to change their system of government, which supposedly was what it was intended to pressure them to do. So what I would like to see in terms of Cuba is I would like to do away with the American embargo, and to then work in a global coalition to encourage Cuba to hold elections and to not be authoritarian. But, and this is a big but, it can't be that the U.S. is in any way involved in the election or runs a candidate or any of that stuff. So we have to be able to draw clear lines. I am not for American intervention in a Cuban election. But what I would love to see is for us to get off of the hypocrisy of the Cuban embargo, start to send aid and do more things to help the Cuban people, and work with a diverse, I mean, listen, even, we're hearing from world leaders about it's time for Cuba to actually have real elections. And that would be my preference.
Yeah, I kind of see what you're going with there. I am, in terms of lifting the embargo, I'm absolutely on board with returning free enterprise to the island.
Yep.
But I think we have to be a little cautious because, like, we see this with a lot of countries that were once authoritarian, is that authoritarian development is now a new trend on the rise. So I don't know if only permitting free enterprise is necessarily going to turn the island into the liberal democracy we all want to see.
Oh, I totally agree with you. No, it won't. And in fact, it's important to understand a lot of the new authoritarianism, including these parties in Europe, for example. What's going on in Cuba, again, it's been since 59. It's a totally different animal, what's going on there. And the approach needs to be different. I agree with you.
Yeah. And for record, there has been a regime in exile here in the United States. I shouldn't say regime, like the Cuban government in exile here in the United States. That sort of like a lot of people looking to free Cuba look up to.
I couldn't
was wondering if you
possibly
felt that
comment
same
on
thing.
that. I don't know if they're right-wing authoritarians or I don't know I couldn't possibly comment on that. I have no knowledge of what their perspective is.
Okay, David, I'll leave you there. Thank you for taking my call.
All right, my pleasure. Yeah, I want to be. If I don't know about something, I just can't comment. Government in exile, that could be anything. They could be whatever. Okay, let's take a quick break. If you're holding, don't hang up because we're going right back to the phone lines momentarily.